Hernandez, or over here, MMFR Hernandez. I've been in the Navy for a year now. And a lot of y'all think about joining the military, joining boot camp. How is that like? The fleet, A school, joining the Navy in general. Since I've only been here a certain amount of time, I can really only tell you about boot camp and A school. My little experience of the fleet. That right there is our fellow fireman, Nino. And it's my leading hazmat field, leading fireman right there. And say what's up to the camera, man. Man, why are you nervous?
What's up to the camera?
So I lived back in Dallas. It's a pretty little big ass ghetto schools called area. And I was pretty bored. I was just doing roofing, Walmart, just working there, and I was just bored of it. I was like, nah, I wanted to leave, join the military, do something in my life. And I just saw my recruiter one day. I was in school eating. I just saw a recruiter and I was like, let's join. Let's go. Nothing else to do in life. Fuck it. And I joined. And then once you join, once you like try to recruit, they're gonna take you to do your physical exam, your ASBET, which is your score based on what jobs you can get. And for me, I got a bunch of different jobs, but the ones that really stick out to me was the engineering jobs, sadly. Yeah, but I decided to be an MM, and all I do is work on auxiliary systems, like our ACs, our steering, all of our stuff. Going to boot camp was an experience. I went there, and then once I got to boot camp, I was overweight. I weighed like 190 pounds, 5'8". Man, I was a little thick boy. And then once I got there, I lost a shit ton of weight. I lost a bunch of weight. Man, I was lonely. I was quiet as hell in boot camp. I was just there in the corner. Nobody noticed me. I was just there. And it was different. We had to wake up early in the morning, get ready. I helped other people helped me out. It was just an experience overall. Man, and the RDCs, they're the old school type. So they were ready to smoke us every day. And when we got smoked, we did it together. No matter what, if one person got beat, everybody would get beat together just because we wanted to. Man, those are my brothers right there. I remember this one time I got beat by my RDC because I suck at, I think it was like folding my bed or something. Man, we had little section leaders in boot camp. He took all the beatings from me. Yeah, he took it from me. He did. He did. I remember. What's his name? William. Man, I sucked at my bed, man. I really did. I really sucked at folding that. Like the 90 corners. I sucked at that. And he just stood there. He's like, nah. This guy's in my section. I didn't teach him. I'll take the beating from him, petty officer. And he just right there in the middle of the compartment, just there, getting smoked. And I was like, dang, this guy's real. I was like, yeah, I respect this guy. I remember in boot camp, when we take a shower, when it's time to go, what did we call showering that day? What did we call it? It was like, we had like a nickname for the shower. Hygiene. We did hygiene. Man, we would all walk around. Once we were in the shower, everybody would just start marching and setting cadences. It's weird because when we're actually marching, we hate it. We hate marching, even though we were pretty decent. We all hated that. But once we're like, no RDCs, no nothing's out there, it's just all of us together. Man, be marching in the shower, all stupid stuff. And I remember this one time, I was taking a dookie. I was taking a shit. And then this one guy just opened my fucking... he opened it, and then these guys were just right there. It was like, hey, Hernandez, sing with us. And I was like, all right, let's go, sing. Iron Cross. I was taking a dump. I was just sitting there. Yes, it was dumb. But it was fun. And then I remember in boot camp, there was this one guy, man, Rodriguez. This man, he sucked at everything. And he always was a mouth breather. So our RDC would just yell at him, you fucking mouth breather, close your mouth. And he would just stand there like this. Alright, petty officer. I remember that guy in Ace in fucking boot camp in A school too. I was with him in A school. Oh my god. But yeah, boot camp was an experience. It was pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie. Even though like our whole day was scheduled point and point, and it sound boring on the POD, it was fun. And then, man, dang, the funniest thing, I mean, the most difficult thing in boot camp, everybody's gonna say, oh, it was marching, it was getting beat. Nah, for me, it was staying awake. Man, I was, during the classrooms, I was fucking staying awake. I was struggling. Man, and I remember in boot camp, so we had these push-uppers. These guys, they sucked at push-ups. I was one of them. So in the middle, so right after taps, when the RDCs left, my section leader, it was the RPOC, A-Rock, and who else? It was the fitness petty officer, whoever, I forgot what it was called. Him, he would wake me up from my rack, and he's like, hey, let's go do push-ups. I was like, oh man. I was out here struggling to do like 30. I was like, I was struggling. Yes, I sucked. And then every time we did PT, man, I was always in the front and center, me and some other guys, because we sucked at push-ups. We're just getting, RDC was just there yelling at us like if he was beating us, but really we're just doing like workout. I remember this one time my RDC, he just like, Hernandez, you fucking dumbass, push up. And then he's like, Hernandez, he got pissed. He was like, Hernandez, if you don't do one push-up right now, I'm gonna beat you. Yes, petty officer. Yeah, remember, everybody was just working out and they were just watching us. They're like, I was like, oh no, I'm gonna look like a loser in front of everybody. But boot camp was pretty fun. I lost a bunch of weight on that stuff. I don't know what it was. I ate good, but I still got skinny. I got thick. And what else it called? Once we moved to A school, that was a whole different change. Like boot camp was, everything was strict with the RDCs, but with us, we were just goofy. But once we went to A school, now we got freedom and stuff. Man, I remember these people. I remember this one guy. He bought a fucking a Challenger. Yeah, I think he bought a Scat Pack straight out of A boot camp. Went in that. I was like, yo, what the heck? And he just rides around in A school with that. I was like, bro. But most of us, when we did with A school, was some people either just stay in their rooms, just chill, go to school, and that's it. Other people, they were more social. Me, I was riding around in A school with my friends. We went to Chicago, downtown. It's our second class right there. And then 2 pairs. Non-surface worker.
Non-air worker. No pin.
Yep.
No patch. No name.
Oh my god. And then A school was fun, and Nino knows all my crazy stories, but in A school, man, I would just ride around. I remember when I was in I was in a mixed building, so it would be both male and females, and I'll be scared. I'll be scared just to roll up there, because I'm like, dang, I don't trust myself. But then I remember one time when I went up there, I just see a broken washing machine in the middle of the P-way. I was like, what? It was weird. And then, man, I have a bunch of dumb stories. Man, in A school, I remember my instructor for back, MM1 Shafstar. I used to annoy him all the time. I was like, hey, MM1, you trying to D-blouse with the squad? I remember I said that, just how you are with MM1, man, I'd be like that. I was just running around with my friends. We were just making a bunch of friends, going to school, studying together, and after school, go around, go to Gurney Mills Mall, go to Chicago, get some food. A school was a vibe. It was just fun, man. Go to the Navy Pier, all that dumb stuff. And I remember after A school was just studying and stuff, having fun. And then after A school, once we got to the fleet, different, man. It was different. My first day here, I was like, what the? I'm on a ship, what the? And then I see a bunch of these guys, I was like, oh no. I remember this guy over here who was pranking, always come up to the shop and do some dumb stuff. we have some dumb stories that I can't tell you over here in A school and in the fleet. Some dumb stuff. But overall, about in the fleet, man, I didn't know I was gonna get sent to Japan. I was expecting me to get sent to like Norfolk or like Florida. I got sent to Japan. It's fun. Japan's fun. You know, Azuh. Yeah, Japan's fun. And then once I came out here, I was lost. I was like, what the hell's going on? I just see a bunch of people. They're doing everything, their own little thing. Yet it's all together somehow. I don't know how. I didn't expect me to be close to y'all like as I am right now. I thought it was just gonna be that one guy in the division nobody talks to. I remember, what's it called? This man Yarrow. Oh my god. I always catch him skating off. Augie, the number one skater in the division right there. I remember these guys taught me a lot of stuff that's useful. And I first learned about tools because I used to do mechanic, but I was a terrible mechanic. I used to break, yes. People ask me, hey, can you fix my car? Sure.
Okay.
I'm dead. People would tell me to fix their car back at home, and I'll just destroy that. I didn't know anything about that. I just bullshit my way through everything. But over here, these guys taught me how to use a torque wrench, taught me to use everything.
No. Are you qualified at steering?
I'm steering now.
You are.
Alright. Yeah. Try that? Gotta go. Should we go? Or you want to finish this up?
Continue.
Alright, bet, let's go. So, once we came over here, these guys were teaching me everything. I didn't know all this stuff. I had no idea I was gonna work on. I didn't know I was gonna work on these small boats, these small like ribs. I didn't know I was gonna actually touch these engines, these small little engines. I didn't know I was gonna work on a bunch of random equipment that I had no idea of. Man, I'll tell you this: choose your way, choose your fate, man. I chose engineering. We always working, except right now. But we always working. And man, our chief is a badass. I'm not gonna lie, chief he's a badass. This man will come down there and start working with us, with the firemen. Every time we're doing maintenance together, he would just come in the most randomest moments, roll up his sleeves, and he'll start grabbing wrenches and stuff, and just work with us. And he would teach us hands-on. Like me and SB, we're out here, we're working on washing machines. We're trying to do maintenance on it, and the chief just came down out of nowhere. He just grabbed the wrenches. He's like, all right, SB, this does this does that. And if you do this, he will do that. I'm like, oh, okay. And he's all right, y'all do the work. I'm gonna be right here supervising you. All right, chief. And then I remember me and SB, we were lost at everything. Me and SB, we were always together because he was like, I would say, not my mentor. He was like the guy I looked up to in the shop because, closest guy to me in the shop. And then every time I had nothing to do, I'm like, hey, SB, what you doing? We just do things together. And over here, I didn't realize how much calls I had to get. I was like, oh my God. But it's okay, because I got Azuh, I got Yarrow, I got Short, I got everybody with the whole division's over here for each other. Even though we're dumb and in the shop and we act like goofballs over here, but once it's time to work, we're out here working, we're getting stuff done. People who don't know what they're doing, they're the ones who are getting their hands dirty. They're the ones who are learning. Like Azuh, yesterday, Azuh made me align the whole AC. I was like, it's like 1,000 valves and 1,000 switches. I was like, no! And we still didn't even finish. It took like 2 hours long. It was just the two firemen. We're just there. The two newest guys. We're there lost, but there you go. It's okay because my senior, he was right there making sure we were straight. Man. But once I started to figure my way around the ship, I started to get to know people. Man, it's fun. I remember when we were in Main 1. It was me and a couple of guys were there. These guys were just, hey Hernandez. They're like, Hernandez, you want to come help us out? I was like, okay, sure. I just see giant generators, motors. I was like, what the yeah, you know, wait, this is real. Because when I first went to Main 1, man, I never would expect to see this engineering space so big. Cause I was just used to going in a roof and fixing that stuff with my uncle or working mechanic that I have no idea what I was doing. I was just lost working on that. But over here, it's fun. It's pretty fun. I just pick things up little by little. Even though I'm a slow learner, I still pick things up. And then my seniors are always there to like sit down and teach me stuff. But man, overall the fleet, the work environment in the fleet, at least in this command, I really like. We're all close, and we're always there for each other. Right. I don't know how it is in other commands, but this command, Rob Johnson, it's a pretty good work environment. Everybody's just there. You just know everybody.